Hey, good to see everybody again. I wanted to take a moment. I was with a client recently, and we were talking about stuff. And I was using this example, and she said, "You have to do a video on this." So here it is. So a couple weeks ago, I had this amazing opportunity to be on vacation with my sisters. And the first day, it was just my older sister and I, and the place we were staying on was this adorable little place overlooking a saltwater pond that led to the beach. How you got to the beach, well, that's part of the story. So when the owner showed up the first day, we were standing there on this deck, and you could just see the water, you see these islands, and everything looks so clear from back here on a beautiful sunny day. And she was directing us on how to get to the beach, and she said avoid this place between two islands because there's lots of rocks. And so the next day, it was a rainy, drizzly day. We kept thinking it was going to stop raining. We really wanted to go explore the waterway to the beach where we could dock the boats or beach the boats and go be on the beach. And so it was interesting. We get out there, and that perspective from up above back here on a beautiful sunny day, totally different. It's like when you're in it, when you're that close to it, when there's wind, it was a little windy, rainy, which my sister kept swearing was going to stop, but it didn't, misty, foggy, and wind, if I didn't say that. All of a sudden, it was so hard, the visibility, the perspective of where we were was so unclear. Like, are we around this island or that island, or was it that rock? Or did we take a left or a right? Because I honestly, there are times we were not sure. I know that might sound ridiculous. And we eventually found our way to a place to beach the boats and walked onto the beach. So we knew where we were going to go the next day. And we kind of found our way back. But again, even that short little time that we were on the beach and came back, it looked different. We were like, is this where we turn? Is that where we turn? We ended up way off from where the house is because we didn't know, you couldn't see. You could barely see you could see just beyond the front of the boat, the kayak, let alone where the house was. So, and we didn't have landmarks. I didn't bring my binoculars, which I should have, which means I probably wouldn't still seen it because the visibility was bad. Gradually found our way back. But what was interesting is like in the process of it, right? It's like you start learning, like paying attention to different landmarks, paying attention to sounds, right? Paying attention to the wind, the direction. Little by little, every time we learned. And, you know, I was never scared. I never felt threatened, like I was going to get like pulled out to shore or like to the ocean. I wish I could get pulled out to shore. That's goofy. But pulled out to the ocean, I was never like that kind of, I was never in that kind of danger. But it was hard to get that perspective and find our way back. And how many times like do we do that in our life, right? How many times like when we're back here and we look ahead to an adventure or a new relationship or work on a problem within a relationship or embark on school or a new career or whatever, that when we start moving into it, our visibility decreases. The turmoil, the turbulence, the wind, the rain, the mist kind of change our perspective and ease in a situation. And how often do we need to start paying attention to perhaps different cues? And maybe this is exactly the journey we're supposed to be on because that's going to open us up into something bigger and better in our life. Or maybe we need to pull back. Because I guarantee you by the end of a week of paddling to this beach, which was really, it became the laughing joke because my sister, even on the last day, practically was like, I still think this is the way we went that first day. And of course it's not. But it's like now by each day that I paddled to the beach, it became clearer. And then when I was back on the deck, looking out, the path to the beach was clear. Oh yeah, oh my God, all we did was go around this side and go that way. Each time is easier. And so the last day we're packing up, we're cleaning up, and it was like, it just seemed so clear. so absolutely clear. But that's only because we were in it and out of it, back in it, back out of it. And sometimes that's what we have to do in our life. We have to move in a little bit, feel what's going on, sense what's going on, maybe change our perspective, pull back a little, move in a little. Ooh, it's a little different now. You know what? I remember that rock. I remember how I felt when I went to that news class or that whatever. Ooh, come back. Ooh, different. Oh yeah, clear. In and out, in and out. So I encourage you to sort of, when you embark on a new journey, notice how you feel when you're back. Notice what it's like when you start going into it. And how can you play, or be curious about how do you move in, how do you move out. Finding your groove, continuing to deepen into what what the end goal is. For me, it was a beautiful day at the beach with an easy paddle back and forth, right? I wish every day was a day at the beach with a good paddle back and forth. All right, so find your path in the midst of it all. The storm, the rain, the fog. Find your path to peace and perhaps the beach. I'll talk to you soon. Nice seeing you again. Bye-bye.